Hey guys! Today I'm gonna walk you through the steps to making this adorable carnation bookmark. Whether you're a flower lover, a bookworm, getting ready for your next market stall, or simply looking for a relaxing project, this is one you won't want to miss. It's beginner friendly, quick to make, sewing free, and honestly so pretty, you might just find yourself making a whole bunch. Let's dive right in. To make this bookmark, you'll need green yarn for the stem and two shades for the flower. I'm using dark pink for the main petals and light pink for the petal tips. You would also need a 3.25 mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, and a needle to weave the ends in. Let's start with the stem, the part that sits inside the book. There are two steps to making it, and chapter 1 covers the first step. Start with a slip knot, then chain until your foundation chain is as long as you want the bookmark to be. I'm aiming for a finished stem length of 20 centimeters, so I'll keep chaining until the foundation chain measures 24 to 25 centimeters. Just a heads up, your chain will shrink a little as you add more stitches and elements to it. For reference, it took me about 55 chains to reach a length of 24 centimeters. Once you finish making your foundation chain to the desired length, chain 1. This is your turning chain. Then skip the first chain from the hook and work the following stitches into the second chain from the hook. You want to make a single crochet, a half double crochet, a double crochet, a treble, picot. The picot gives the leaf a cute pointed tip. If you're new to it, just chain 3 and slip stitch into the back loop of the chain you just made. After the picot, make a double treble. It's the next tallest stitch after the treble and is made by wrapping the yarn around your hook 3 times before working into the stitch. After a double treble, you will work a treble crochet, followed by a double crochet, a half double crochet, a single crochet, and finally slip stitch into the same space. And with this, you've just created a beautiful leaf. Now we'll crochet along the other side of the foundation chain using the back loops. If you're not sure what the back loops are, just flip your chain over and you'll see these little ridges running along the back. Those are the back loops. We'll slip stitch into these loops instead of the top loops to create a neat and strong stem. Skip the first back loop as it can be tricky to get into. Instead, slip stitch into the second back loop. I find it easier to use the lip of my crochet hook to get into the back loops more easily. Continue to slip stitch along each back loop until you reach the end of the foundation chain. When you slip stitch into the last back loop, it's time to move on to the sepals. For sepals, the first chain of your foundation chain will be treated like a magic circle. So slip stitch into this chain, then chain 1. Now make 12 half double crochet into this space. Do not count chain 1 as the first half double crochet. After completing 12 half double crochet, slip stitch into the first half double crochet to end this round. At this point, you will notice that the right side of your work has ended up on the inside. So before you begin the next round, make sure to turn your work around so that the right side now faces you again. For the next round, chain 1. This does not count as your first stitch. Then work a half double crochet into each stitch, maintaining a total stitch count of 12. Slip stitch to the first half double crochet at the end of the round. For the next round, chain 1. Then work a half double crochet into each stitch, maintaining a total stitch count of 12. Slip stitch to the first half double crochet at the end of the round. For round 4, you want to repeat the last round. You will chain 1, then make a half double crochet and a double crochet in the same stitch. Followed by a picot of chain 2, followed by a double crochet and a half double crochet in the next stitch. Then slip stitch into the next stitch. Repeat this pattern 6 times. Slip stitch to finish this round and pull the yarn through. Switch to dark pink. Slip into any of the third loops from round 3 of sepals and chain 2. Then make 3 double crochets in each of the third loops from this round. This will create a lovely ruffle look for the carnation. At the end of the round, slip stitch into the first double crochet. After completing this round, you'll see your carnation getting a lovely ruffled and layered appearance. Just beneath the petals, 6 pointed sepals form a steady base. Working into the third loop for the petals has definitely added extra dimension and given the flower a more realistic look. For the next round, you want to repeat the last round. So chain 2 and make 3 double crochets in each stitch around. This gives the petal a more fuller and softer look. At the end of the round, slip stitch into the first double crochet and pull the yarn through. The last round will define the edges of the petal and will be done in light pink. To begin the next round, attach the light pink yarn into any stitch from the previous round. Chain 3, then make a single crochet into the same stitch. Chain 3 and single crochet into the next stitch. Repeat this pattern all the way around the petals. Finally, slip stitch into the first stitch and pull the yarn. Now that the crocheting is done, it's time for the final touches. Take a piece of yarn and thread it through a needle. Weave it in and out through round 4, the round where the petals meet the sepals. Pass the needle between each group of 3 double crochets, working your way all the way around. When the 2 ends meet, pull gently and tie a knot. This will bring the petals close together and give your carnation its final shape. The next step is to weave in all your ends and you're done. Thank you so much for watching. If you had fun making this bookmark, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future tutorials. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, happy crocheting and take care.